On October 19th, 2025, 18-year-old Kimber Mills, a senior and cheerleader at Cleveland High School in Alabama, had her life tragically taken from her while at a bonfire with friends. This right here is an aerial view of where the bonfire was taking place that night, and it was reported that at this bonfire, 27-year-old Steven Tyler Whitehead was going around trying to get younger girls at the party to drink alcohol. He was also trying to touch on them, being very inappropriate, causing many to be uncomfortable in his presence. Now, at some point during this night, a guy is told about how Steven Tyler Whitehead had apparently been joking about how he was going to RAPE Kimber Mills. This is actually audio from what one of the guys at this bonfire who approached Steven had to say.
My ex-girlfriend had came up to me at the party and was saying that this guy was trying to and do stuff to this girl named Kimber. Me and my buddy found him. Well, my buddy started fighting him. Well, then I had grabbed him and threw him over my shoulders and had him on the ground.
After this guy is pulled off of Steven gets up and he pulls a gun from his person and starts firing. Amongst those injured was 18-year-old Levi Sanders, 21-year-old Silas McKay, 20-year-old Raylan Norris, and 18-year-old Kimber Mills. Levi, Silas, and Raylan were transported to a nearby hospital and expected to survive. They ultimately did. Kimber, on the other hand, was brought to the hospital and immediately put on life support. According to those who were at the bonfire, Kimber was not a part of the altercation. She was trying to actually defuse the situation and break everyone apart when she was struck in the head by a bullet. At the hospital, doctors told Kimber's family that there were no surgeries that would be able to reverse the effects of what this bullet had done to Kimber, and that there was a very slim chance that she would ever have quality of life again. So Kimber's family made the difficult decision to take her off life support on Tuesday, October 21st at 7:08 p.m. so that her organs can be donated to those who needed them. Now, this has caused some controversy online because a lot of people feel like Kimber was not given enough time to allow her body to recover, and a lot of people noted that because Kimber was an organ donor, they felt like the doctors were not as willing to try and save her as they would have been if she was not an organ donor. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments. Now, Kimber's heart was ultimately donated to a 7-year-old child who was in need of a heart, so thanks to Kimber, this child is now going to be able to live a long and healthy life. Steven Whitehead, however, is going to be living a long and miserable life, likely behind bars for the rest of his, as he is now being charged with 3 counts of attempted MURDER and 1 count of MURDER. His bond for all of those charges together is $330,000. The judge has stated that if he is able to make bond, he will have to have an electronic monitoring device on him at all times. Kimber's family stated she is so loved by this amazing community she has behind her. She is beyond loved, and we are so thankful for everyone who has shown up to support her.